Oh god, is this thing even playing? This is baffling. Okay, it's working. This app that I used to screen record, etc. It just changed itself up yesterday, magically. Like, basically to how it was when I first downloaded the app. And then now, it's reverted back to how it was before. You can't see what I'm seeing, basically, but it's kind of annoying. Anyway, we'll get through it. So, yeah, we're going to touch on Lady Gaga. Somebody gave me a tip off, Just Coco. Can I look at the video on Lady Gaga? A music video and song called Stupid Love. And I have Indeedy. Thank you for the tip. Again, sorry about any profanity at times. As I say, if you're new here, you've probably just caught me. Well, I know you have. You just caught me off a specific time where the fluctuation was a bit more higher, was being really annoyed and peed off and effing and blinding. Although I do say that in, say, 3 out of 4 videos or 2 out of 4, you will hear some, you know, whether it's done in a softer way because I'm just having a joke at something, a little effing and a little something, something, do you know what I mean? But as I said, I am going to incorporate using the word flack a lot more. I still need to know the word that if you take a specific word to use it as a new term for something that's happening or been happening, do you know what I mean? What is that word? Does anybody know what that word is? Oh man. So again, excuse me, I will be much more toned down at the moment. As I said, I did a lot of the Truth Seekers addressing. We had the Quaden Bayles thing going on that week, and I don't know if it's finished yet, but I know we've been in the whole Mercury retrograde, which in itself is not sexy. I mean, to be fair, the whole world seems like it's just, or for the most part, is heavily under that Mercury retrograde, because communication, etc., is just, since I've been here anyway, since I've been alive, I can really look back in hindsight and say, damn, I've been speaking to myself this whole entire time, literally. So again, if you're new here, what we do is basically show you how ritualistically scheduled and rolled out your given reality is to you every single day, for understanding the code and practice of Gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words and phrases. Of course, A is 1, Z is 26. Flip the alphabet order around. A becomes 26, Z becomes 1. Then bring on the rules of numerology, forward and backwards, bringing double digits down to a single digit. And of course, there is the full reduction that brings it basically takes S down twice. So obviously S is 19, so it goes from 19 to 10 to 1. So, and in understanding this, you can truly see how the powers that shouldn't be play God over us with their fear-mongering, whether it's real or not, like your coronavirus, with their propaganda wars and events that they have in the local cities, like London Bridge and Streatham. You know, with all these Islamic terrorist stuff going on. It's already been broken down how many times on my channel. So feel free to check out the playlist being provided on all subjects. And also on the subject of understanding how to basically set yourselves for yourself. You know, you may have something coming up, or you may plan something for a specific day. Or you may even learn how to change the day to another day because you understand, again, what color to wear on that day, what gem to wear, what jewelry, what crystal, you know what I mean? What numbers are rolling in for a specific day, and understanding the resonance of what you are. So then you can set yourselves perfectly for that day. Incoming. So again, this is another case of that right here. I haven't looked into the video lyrics for this Lady Gaga's new stuff. As I say, you'll see what I saw, of course. So anyway, again, I can just clearly see them setting cells so they can work in accordance with the flow of the cosmos and not against the flow of the cosmos. So let's get into this. So we have Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga announces new album, Chromatica. Lady Gaga strips naked for ice bath after music video shoot for Stupid Love. Okay. So, Stefani, Joanne, Angelina, Germanata. Anyway, she's currently aged 33. Of course, an interesting age for her to come back on the scene at 33. Of course, with the whole Jesus stuff and all of that. And of course, I'm sure he wasn't supposedly dead long, metaphorically, and then he rose again. So anyway, let's continue. Let's see where this goes. So, Lady Gaga. You can see her name there. With just the first and last and the full name. We'll see what we can see. I think the 41 was popping. And there's going to be some other things that start popping. So let's get into this. So from the release of that song on the 28th of February is 4 weeks and 2 days. Of course, Zionism, Freemasonry, Saturn, Jesuit, and Masonry equals 42. Of course, she's a woman, somebody's daughter, lady, feminine, female equals 42. And of course, without it checked, it's going to be 4 weeks and 1 day, right? Of course, Lady Gaga equals 41. Now, and that's sorry to her birthday, yeah? So that's with the release to her birthday, if I didn't say it properly before, excuse me. So this is from the release of the song, coming up to her upcoming birthday on the 28th of March. Again, her birthday's on the 28th. She released this on the 28th with Salima, which the practice goes through all, you know, music, media, movies, and all propaganda. Yeah, all your TV outlets. Yeah, music, education. It's all Thelema based. Check out Aleister Crowley and such delights. So, what we're looking at here. This is from her birthday last year, in coming up to the release. Well, at this moment, I didn't see anything. But of course, what's interesting, you have the day numerology of 70 on either side, and then you've got the reflection of 34, which is the 43 on the other side. Of course, it's the same indifference anyway, especially where this practice is concerned. Of course, they love the duality play, the Masonic chessboard, invert stuff, and all of that stuff, as above, so below. Also, and of course, Masonic equals 43. Okay. Now, her last album, Joanne, was released 2016, October 21. That's that revelation. She revealed the album on that day. Of course, we know blood sacrifice also equals the 121. Interestingly, because you've got the 111th prime there, basically 11 months and 1 day from her birthday last year to the release of the single, Stupid Love. Basically, the 111th prime is 607, like 67. As I say, could have been doing that old spirit cooking, something like, you know, what's that woman? Can't remember her name now, that does the spirit cooking with the stars. And you've got that other, what's that other, like a rapper girl, what was her name? Oh man, I can't remember her name. She hasn't been on the scene for a while. She's pretty slim, but anytime you caught her in the tabloids, there was always some moaning or something going on. And then basically she was doing something called, is it Bushwera? Like some Spanishy type of voodoo, something. Or spirit, not spirit cooking, but something when you have to kill an animal. And basically she was showing in her, like, one of her, I don't know if it was her spare shower, but she had a room or a shower where, you know, she was obviously doing it for so long and it was all dried up blood everywhere from, you know, dead chickens and what have you. I cannot remember her name, so forgive me with that. But that was not that long ago, probably about say not long ago, it might be about 4 years ago now when that was going on. 3 to 4 years ago. Anyway. So again, with that 42 that we can see on the annual of the release of the last album. And before I say that, remember, Blood Sacrifice 67 as well as 121, Revelation 121. And, hold up. The 176 prime is 1049. Her full name equals 176. The 176 prime is 1049. Revelation also equals 149. Of course, Freemasonry 139. Freemasonry 158, of course, on the end there. So, what was I going to say? So, with that 42 we had before on the annual, that's what I was going to say. Freemasonry 67. Blood Sacrifice 67, and 111th prime, we had the 11 months 1 day. 111th prime is 607. So now we can continue. So with the annual of the Joanna release, going with 2020, so that's incoming, 21st of October, 237 days, like we had the 42 before with her birthday. Incoming with the date of the release of this single the other day off of the incoming album. That's going to be coming out on... I'll wait for that. It's coming up in 1 second, so don't worry. But anyway, with the 42, without it checked, before we had the 41. Remember, Lady Gaga was 41. Had the 41 days, whatever. Now, if you do 2 times 3 times 7, that equals 42. So, Lady Gaga, I'm sure, was 41. Chromatica is the upcoming 6th solo album by American singer Lady Gaga. It is set to be released on April 10th, 4-1. Again, Lady Gaga equals 41. Let me double check this thing is still recording. Okay, it is. Now it's not showing me the time. See, like down here where the 41 is, if you've been following my videos, it will be showing the time. I don't know what this thing's doing. Hopefully the video is getting recorded. Right, so again, here it is again without the check. 4 weeks 1 day, Lady Gaga equals 41. Like 10th of April or April 10th, drop the 0. That's when the release of Chromatica is coming out. And if you've got a life lesson of 35, Skull and Bones equals 149. Revelation equals 149. We're just speaking about the 176 prime. And also, oh, it doesn't matter now. Actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That bit doesn't actually matter. So again, April 10th, 4 weeks and 1 day to her birthday. That is, remember. Excuse me. And of course, the 41st prime is 179, right? Chromatica equals 179. You see how they're setting sales nicely? Again, nothing wrong with understanding how to set your sales. It's only when, you know, the powers that shouldn't be, or some of these stars, I'm sure there's going to, if I looked into the video or into the lyrics of this video, which I haven't, I'm sure I'm going to find many subliminals. I mean, it is Lady Gaga after all. What a time to come back. Obviously, she's been under the radar, probably doing other stuff, obviously. You know, probably doing stuff with other acts or something, or, you know, perfume or some type of shit, some perfume line or clothing or something. Who knows? I'm not a fly in the wall I don't follow, but, you know, what a time to come back. That's all I'm thinking of all the times you're coming back now, yeah? So again, the 41st prime is 179. Okay, this is the year when this, the last album came out, again in 2016 for Joanna. Numerology of 47, they got the foundation in there for the 40 with the life lesson. There's four corners, etc. You got the 67 with the day numerology. The 13th prime is 41. You've got a day numerology as well, or a date numerology of 13. Unbelievable. And 71 days remaining of the year. I'm sure there was something with that. Oh, her name, Stefan Germanotta equals 71. See? Again, I did set this up yesterday after I saw the comment, and I was having some, not major issues, but I was getting put off making the video because I couldn't see what was going on. And then I was messing it up, pausing it and stuff, and I just deleted it. So I did actually have this ready literally as I saw your comment, and I did look on it yesterday. So I'm sorry I didn't upload it. Of course, now we have from the last album release, 2016, October 21, to the release of the new one incoming on the 10th of April, 4-1, as we know. Lady Gaga, 41, the 41st Prime, 179, Chromatica equals 179. We now have from the 2016 release of the last album to the incoming one, 181 weeks. Perfect. Of course, the 42nd Prime is 181. Now, 337 days, right? This is from our birthday last year to the release of the single this year, which is going to be on, obviously, on the forthcoming album, incoming, Chromatica. So again, Stupid Love, that's the song that just got released February 28th. We'll see some slides from her official, whichever called it in a second, YouTube channel. Right. Of course, Freemasonry 59 as well for another part for Freemasonry. Of course, we had the 67 Freemasonry released on the 59th day of the year. Right, now note 337. Why is that interesting? Because Chromatica Lady Gaga equals 337. You see? Now note from 2016 again to from 2016 this time to the release of the single is 3 years, 4 months and 1 week, 0 days. Why is that interesting? Because Stupid Love equals 143, like the reflection of 341, 3 years, 4 months, 1 week. See? Of course, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry used this practice, of course, and the Jesuit order within the Catholic Church and all the rest of these contingencies and crazy people, and you know, same ones that get together and do the crazy corona stuff that's going on currently. Pretty crazy, whether it's real or not. Again, crown chakra, corona means crown, so maybe it's just a virus of the mind and them just reaping the fair value of what people are actually going through. Because you got to think to yourself, and I'm not saying it's not real and I ain't made something in the lab, yeah, or that they could put it anywhere they please, or put it in some flipping chemtrails and let it rain down. But my point is, look at all the numbers ratio. It's like, really? You still got all these people, politicians walking around? Like, come on, wouldn't you just be doing satellite link, you know, or just live broadcast from 10 Downing Street? Like, why are you still up and down for? Do you know what I mean? Like, people know the validity of who you are, you know? It's not like you need to have your ID on you, so to speak. Do you know what I'm saying? You know? Then Boris Johnson and his wife, etc., announcing, oh, they've got an incoming baby, incoming for summer. I'm like, really? You guys didn't watch the mock-up for the event 201 last year. Clearly, you would have watched that. This is my whole point. It's just crazy. So let's continue. We had the numerology of 47, of course, through Masonic Compass kicked out of that. 23.5 degrees with the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn and all that jazz. And the spring equinox, etc. Tropics of Capricorn and the spring equinox, I think it is. That one for the 23.5 degrees. I can't remember if it's the same for the other one at Cancer. Or is the spring equinox Cancer? Oh my god, I'm forgetting right now. No, because that is up at Aries. Yeah, that's up Aries. Anyway, it must be the June 21st one I'm thinking of. I'm getting mixed up with. Anyway, of course, you know they love their 47. Gone over that heavily here. If you're new and you're watching this, feel free to check out how many other uploads when I break that down. Check out the tutorial that's there. I re-uploaded it just the other day, probably about a week ago. So if you just check, just have a quick scroll, 2 thumb rolls down or pushes, you know what I'm saying? So 40 weeks and 7 days. You got the numerology of 47. Also 175 weeks. The 175th prime is 139. Is 1039. The 175th. Remember, our name was 139, like Freemasonry 139, and 158 that we had there as well. So now, no, this is the first thing I actually saw before I even started doing any slides. But so obviously when I'm clocking the 337 and the 338, I was like, of course. So 3-minute 38-second video, and of course we already saw the 337 with Chromatica Lady Gaga. Remember, this is now from my birthday last year to the release of the single Stupid Love, and of course it's 338 days with it checked. The video 3 minutes 38. You see? And then when you play it, hold up. Oh yeah, then when you play it, it's 3 minutes 37. Perfect. See? I should have had it on. So there's that as well. So just to show you, that's when that comes out again. April 10th. 41, Lady Gaga, 41. Chromatica Lady Gaga, 337. Yeah, I'm sure the 175th prime is 1039. Her full name, 139, like Freemasonry, 139. Lady Gaga equals 158. Freemasonry also equals 158 and 58. Her name equals 58. Again, Lady Gaga, 41, the 41st prime, 179. Oh, it's clearer now. Excuse me. Should have deleted that slide. Sometimes when you have the split screen on it, you have to tap one of the sides and it will go nice and clear, but I forgot to do it. Anyway, Chromatica equals 179. The 41st prime, it gets released on April 10th, 41. 41. So, there it is. So I think that's pretty solidified. So on the 25th, that's when she announced the single. That would be the lead single to be released on the 28th. And she's currently aged 33. Of course, when she came out with this, it's 33 days from my birthday. You see? Perfect. And oh yeah, don't worry about that. 31st prime. Oh, sorry, 31. Yeah, see? As well as the 41, her name also equals 31. So when she released the name or came out or publicized, you know, what's going to be incoming in the next couple of days for the upcoming album, life lesson, very important. Your life lesson of 31. Lady Gaga equals 31. And when she announced it, it's 310 days remaining. I mean, come on. Perfect. And of course, 310 days remaining. Lady Gaga, 31. The life lesson, 31. Again, 310 days remaining. Her full name, Stefani Joanne Angelina Gemonota, or Germanota, however you pronounce that, excuse me. 310. Perfect. And remember, this is a leap year, so that just, you know, that's why it's in orange. Perfect. Right. That's a different story. Homeless flat mother love power. Spread love and light. Hashtag don't be a basic beast brainer. And of course, give gracious gratitude. Oh, I'm so sorry. I had that song on repeat the whole time. I was so into what I was doing, I just didn't even realize.